Welcome to Canada Field in Vancouver, Canada for the Week 9 Game of the Week between the Vancouver Legion and the Jacksonville Kings. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Daggs. Alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. With us tonight, tracking the live game stats, is the world-renowned Gerald Smith. You are watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. And for the fans, Matt, how's it going tonight?
Great. Excited for this one.
Me too, Matt. Tonight we have two of the top offenses in the league. Vancouver is number 1. Jacksonville is in the top 5 in scoring. They can both get it done through the air. Jacksonville's Christian Christensen comes into the week number 1 in passing touchdowns, with Vancouver's Tom Pepper not far behind at number 3. But Vancouver also has something that Jacksonville does not, and that is Pseudo Nakai, a league-leading 6.7 yards per carry on average. Nakai is a threat to take it to the house every time he touches the ball. Matt, the last time these two teams met, the Kings destroyed the Legion 49-7. Could the script be flipped this time around?
Yeah, Mike, few teams are better right now than the Vancouver Legion, so yes, it could definitely be flipped. They're coming off a close 27-21 victory at the always tough Florida Storm. The Legion were led by Tom Pepper's over 300 yards passing performance and 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Jacksonville has won 2 straight games, including last week's 19-point victory over Houston. Christian Christensen threw for almost 500 yards, but Jared Willis only had 12 yards rushing. He may be in for a real track meet tonight with Quinn coming in bunches. I know I say this often, but turnovers could decide the victor. Which team will come out with the W tonight? Let's find out right now on the field.
All right, Matt. Well, we will get this game started as Vancouver is going to start things out for us on offense. Ball taken back by Mark Lopez up to the 22-yard line, and that is where Tom Pepper and company will get things going. Tom Pepper, 5 seasons with the Vancouver Legion, 6 seasons in the league, started out with Indianapolis. Has over 2,000 yards on the season so far, and will pass here. Quick passes broken up and incomplete. Brings up a second down and 10. Give us an opportunity to take a look at the impact players on the Vancouver Legion offense. Mentioned quarterback Tom Pepper and Pseudo Nakai. We mentioned him in the opening, the star running back of the Vancouver Legion. Wide receivers are Brett Killian, Heath McDaniel Jr., and Rich Pratchard. The tight end, Craig Hearn. 2 offensive tackles, Ryland Caudill and Bobo Caudill. Second down and 10. Trips formation to the right. Pepper back to throw. Quick pass down the right sideline. Has his man. That one is caught. Deep pass to Brett Killian will give them a first down right around midfield. Killian, the leading receiver on this Legion offense, now with over 900 yards already on the season.
Yeah, great call by Vancouver. Jacksonville brought the blitz, and they went to the corner route. One-on-one, wide open. Nice grab.
Pepper, swing route to Pseudo Nakai, sidestepping the first tackler, can't get past the second one. Here are the impact players on the Jacksonville defense. Alex Bond, 6 seasons in the league at strong safety. The defensive line is made up of Tyquan Hale and Hunter Norwood. The linebackers, J.R. Lawless and Chad Guy. Cornerbacks, Michael Sprouse and Bernard Good. And the safeties, Sir Chappelle, Anthony Wayo, and Succo Lamano. Pepper hands the ball off to Nakai, running off tackle to the right. Blockers out in front. Room to run inside the 30-yard line. Finally tackled at the 26. Matt, Vancouver is on a drive right now.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. They're being balanced on offense. We had the deep throw by Pepper, and now we've got Nakai off tackle. Lots of room to run. You mentioned those 2 key offensive linemen, and putting in work right now.
First down and 10 at the Jacksonville 26-yard line. High formation on offense. 3 down linemen for the Kings. Pepper throws it to Nakai behind the line of scrimmage.
Whoa!
And Nakai's able to get his way up to the 21-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
Shifty was Nakai there. I thought he was going to lose 3 yards. He managed to follow his blockers and gain 5. That's a great result on a play that looked like it had disaster written all over it.
Pseudo Nakai comes into tonight's game, 155 carries on the season, over 1,000 yards and double-digit touchdowns at 12. Offset I formation, handoff to Nakai. Blockers out in front of him again, and he's going to run straight into the end zone for touchdown number 13 on the season.
Well, usually that's an unlucky number, but it seems pretty lucky for Nakai. I don't know what Jacksonville was running there. They were running a 3-3, very pass-oriented defense, and look at this blocking by Vancouver. Everyone getting involved down the field. Nakai pretty much walks into the end zone untouched. Just a great job by that Vancouver.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned it in the opening, Matt. Pseudo Nakai, he's just an absolute threat to get into the end zone every time he touches that ball.
Yeah. But when you have blocking like that, I mean, you just need to run pretty much side to side straight and you're good. Nothing pretty, just consistent.
Extra point is up and through. Vancouver takes an early 7-0 lead here at home. Pseudo Nakai, Matt, with 43 yards on the ground already tonight, and it's only been one drive. He has a league-leading 6.7 yards per carry per rushing attempt, and on that drive, well, he averaged 21 yards a carry.
It's trending up, I would say. Unlike the stock market, it's trending up right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy things going on in the world right now, but we're happy to be here at the Simulation Football League, providing you some sports entertainment. Penalty flag on that kick return. We will see what the call is. Hunter Jones bringing it back to the 30-yard line. And it is an offensive holding call on the Kings. That'll back them up just a bit.
So I'll be interested to see. The Kings last week did not, like I said, threw the ball a ton, didn't run the ball a lot, and I think they're going to have to get Willis involved a little bit more if they're going to keep up with Vancouver. Going one-dimensional, I'm sure Coach Andy Hamilton's kind of prepared for that.
Christian Christensen threw the ball 64 times, Matt. It's crazy. And here comes his first pass of the night, a swing route to Jared Willis, who does get involved quite often in that passing attack. Here are the impact players for the Kings, quarterback Christian Christensen and running back Jared Willis. Just saw them both on that play. The wide receivers, Hunter Jones, Grayson Willis, and Ken Gossett. Been in the league a long time himself. The tight end, Jack Wall. The kicker on the special teams unit, Mike Klein Jr., a rookie week 4 addition to the Kings. 2 receivers set here on 2nd down and 9. Christensen to pass again. This time goes to a corner route to Gossett, and that one is incomplete.
Wow. You never see that. You never see Gossett drop a corner route. Something on the water in Vancouver.
Yeah, it's the bread and butter play of the
Jacksonville
Kings, is that corner route. You love watching that when you're calling a Kings game, and didn't work that time. A rare drop for Ken Gossett. He has 77 receptions, 884 yards, and 4 touchdowns this season. Christensen to throw again. The corner route almost picked off, trying to hit Gossett a second time on back-to-back plays. Incomplete, and that'll be a quick 3 and out.
If I'm the Vancouver coaching staff, that's priority number 1. Shut down the corner routes, and they've been doing a pretty good job so far.
Kings owner Frank Gooden in the Twitch chat says Gossett never drops those. Bad sign, ugh. And couldn't agree more there. If you would like to join in on the live chat taking place during this game, visit twitch.tv/FTFnext. You can watch the game there, and you can also join in on that live chat taking place with players, owners, and coaches as that ball drops down into the hands of Mark Lopez right around midfield, and they will actually get the ball in their own territory, as that one was, into Jacksonville territory, as it goes up to the 48-yard line. So that is where Tom Pepper and his offense will take back over on offense for drive number 2. First drive went very well for the Legion. A 6-play, 79-yard touchdown drive, resulting in a 21-yard rushing touchdown for Nakai, who takes that swing route, sidesteps a defender, and gains 9 on the first play of this drive.
I am very concerned about the defense of Jacksonville I'm seeing right now. Another 3-2 set. So they're trying to stop the Vancouver passing attack, which is admirable, but Suter Nakai is kind of the X factor here. If you're going to sell out that much, you're just going to run the ball down your throat or throw screen passes like that.
Nakai with 28 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown last week. Already halfway there to that total. Already has that touchdown this week. Looking for another big game. Three wide receivers on second down and 1. Pepper back to throw. Steps up, hit as he releases the ball, and that one will be incomplete. Tyquan Hale providing the pressure.
Yeah, lucky for Pepper to get rid of that ball, because you'd hate to, blow a and 1 situation. Now at 3rd and 1, I would just give the ball here to Nakai. He's been very successful. Try to get your 1 yard and keep the drive moving.
So you see Rich Pratchard out on the field. 2 receivers split wide to the right. Pepper in the gun. Nakai open at the top, but they're going to go deep, and that one is incomplete, trying to hit Rich Pratchard. Matt, that ball kind of looked like it floated a little bit.
Yeah, but if you're Rich Pratchard, you got to go up and make that catch for your quarterback. You put it in a spot where you could get your hands on it, and now that wonderful drive that Vancouver, started with great field position is could be over unless they decide to go for it.
Well, looks like the offense is indeed still out here on the field. Offset I formation. We'll see if they pull the trigger. I mean, they're a little far for field goal range for kicker Sammy Steele, but you hate to punt from the 39 of your opponent. So
I don't know.
Play clock ticks down, and it looks like they will just burn a timeout.
I don't mind this in the first half. Again, I always said I don't mind this in the first half. The second half is where I have a problem wasting timeouts. If you're going to go for it, just go for it. But tried to get the yard, didn't do it. So hopefully their punter, Mr. Steele, can pin the Kings back.
Vancouver Legion owner Andy Hamilton in the chat saying, "Oh, snap it. I like this formation." He wanted to see his team go for it there, and I would have liked to have seen him just go for it too. The 39-yard line, just see what you can get.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you don't get any yards. It's not the worst position to leave your defense in. I mean, they just shut down the Kings' first drive to a 1-yard gain and 3 and out. So this punt's going to drop down at the 1 and roll right into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. And the Kings will get the ball at their own 20-yard line.
So I guess if you're a Vancouver fan, you can kind of golf clap. You save 18 yards. I don't know. I would have gone for it.
So Christian Christensen, Matt, he's one of the leading receivers in the league, quarterbacks in the league, 2,800 yards, 20 touchdowns, 20 picks, 75% completion percentage, having a fantastic season, also 6 seasons in. That pass, short one over the middle to Jack Wall. And here are the impact players on the Vancouver defense. 4 seasons in, free safety Mark Lopez. The defensive linemen are Kevin Brackett and Lee Adama. A whole bunch of sacks tallied up between those two.
Yeah.
Linebackers Brian Craven and Doug Day. Corners Kyler Murray and Dean Maddox. The safeties are Ashley Rose Finch and Lincoln Kingseed Sr. That pass is broken up, batted down by Doug Day, trying to hit his receiver over the middle.
Yeah, Christensen didn't see him. So here we go again. In Vancouver's defense shut down the Kings once again. I don't think they can run it here, and I don't think they're going to. So it's going to be their best offensive formation. Just get 4 yards. You don't have to go too deep here.
Christensen slinging the ball all over the place. That last pass was pass number 3,000 on his career. 2001 is picked off. That one's taken away by Lincoln Kingseed Sr. with pick number 5 on the season.
Just patrol in the middle. It was overthrown by Christensen. I don't know what happened there, but boy, Vancouver sitting in the catbird seat again with a great field position.
My goodness. So we'll see what the Legion are able to do with it on offense when we come back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Lincoln Kingseed Sr. with the interception, had one last week as well. 4 total picks for this defense last week. Already one tonight. Pepper passing over the middle. That one is caught. He asked Rich Pratchard to go up and get that pass, Matt. Well, he went up and got that one complete up to the 12-yard line.
Man, Jacksonville can't like that. Again, they're playing a 3-3. Soft zone coverage. Post route by Pratchard, and he takes a shot right there, right in the chest. But like a good wide receiver, he held on to the ball this time.
Anthony Wyo trying to break that one up. Couldn't quite get it done, but got the tackle. First down and 10 from the 12-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tom Pepper in the gun. Pepper looking towards the end zone. Steps up. Pressure coming down. He goes. Sacked back at the 20-yard line. Brought down all the way back at the 20 by Hunter Norwood. He's got 7 sacks on the season now.
Yeah, when you see that blimp coming, you better get rid of the ball, Tom. He's right in your face.
Now, Matt, why do you got to call him a blimp? That's rude.
I mean,
325 pounds, but
how tall is he?
6'2".
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of heft.
He's a blimp. Action. That one's broken up and incomplete. The blimp hitting him again. Matt, Hunter Norwood providing pressure on the play.
Yeah, they've got to watch out for that. You know, Vancouver's had a couple chances to really kind of take this game over to get a good lead, and they've failed on their first attempt when they had good field position. Now they might have to settle for field goal or worse. Pepper better take care of the ball here.
Trips to the top, 4 receiver set. Pepper throwing over the middle. That one's incomplete. Tip drill almost was picked off right after Matt said to be careful with the ball. Yikes. That'll put an end to the drive, 4th and 19.
Those dirigibles are scary, Mike.
I just, you know what I can't get out of my head is I wonder if you would dare call Hunter Norwood a blimp to his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably would. Pretty sure.
What are you gonna do? Be up a handicap man?
No, they wouldn't do that. Sammy Steele on for a field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Straight down the middle. Kick is on its way, and it is up and through. So Vancouver extends their lead 10-0 over the Kings.
Well, that's a win for the Jacksonville defense there. Pass rush is starting to get to Tom Pepper, and he's just got to be more careful.
Well, and you said in your opening, Matt, that, you know, it could come down to turnovers. That could decide the victory.
Yes.
And there we had a turnover and points off the turnover, but only 3. So, you know, yeah, I would agree. It's a victory for the Kings defense. They were put in a bad spot, and they were able to at least limit the damage.
But now the Kings have to respond offensively.
Hunter Jones brings it back to the 25-yard line. Look what happened last time these teams met, Matt. Jacksonville destroyed the Legion 49-7. Christensen throwing the ball 31 of 38, 371 yards and 5 touchdowns. Pepper threw the ball 41 times, but 5 picks. So that could have been the big difference there. 5 picks to 5 touchdowns for Christensen.
Yes.
So
you're not likely to win if you throw 5 picks.
And if anybody thinks that Andy Hamilton would have forgotten that game, you would be mistaken. That one is nearly picked off right back to back from the last time that Christensen threw a ball. Lopez with his hands on it.
I'm very impressed with this Vancouver defense so far. They have not allowed them to get going. I mean, look at that. He's backpedaling. That's why he doesn't play wide receiver, Mike. I think even you could have caught that ball.
Now, why are you got to go there? Are you just... I mean, you're being awfully salty tonight. First, you called Hunter Norwood a blimp. Now you're saying I can't catch.
No, I said you could have caught that. I was.
Well, but the implication. Anyway, 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers up to the top. Christensen under center. Jared Willis in the backfield. Trying to hit that corner out. That time it's caught. Ken Gossett with the catch past the 40, 30. One man to beat, and he does not beat him. Tackled by Lincoln Kingseed Sr. at the 20-yard line, but a huge gain for the Kings. And, Matt, they needed that.
Luckily, Vancouver had Kingseed back there because Usually when Gossett does that, he is gone. He had to come back, slow his momentum a little bit, and that's probably what let Kingseed just barely get the angle to catch Gossett. But it's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Kings, and now it's a new ball game for them. They can at least get 3 to get it to a one-possession game or more.
Yeah, when you said he was gone, I agreed. I thought for sure he was on his way out. Kingseed Sr., the rookie, chasing him down from behind. Christensen stepping up in the pocket. Pressure coming. Throws and it is picked. Tip drill and picked off by Mark Lopez. Matt's devastated for some reason. 6 picks on the season for Mark Lopez. He had none last week, so he's glad to get that back in his hands.
You hate to see the kind of thing happen. Vancouver playing true team ball with that assist there on the deflection, but I just hate when you get in the red zone and you throw a pick. It's just points erased from existence.
Yeah, they were. You're just talking about how they could at least get that field goal, turn it into a one-possession game, and just like that, picked off in the end zone. Kevin Brackett had been providing the pressure that made him try to release that ball early. Sudo Nakai, the whirling dervish, gets his way up to the 24-yard line on that one, and a little slow to get up.
He's fine. He's just milking it. Look, Jacksonville had that one bottled up, and Nakai still gets 4 yards. You got to be banging your head against a bench if you're the Jacksonville defensive coordinator right now.
Yes, I agree. Trips to the bottom. Pepper under center, hands the ball off to Nakai. Blockers out in front of him again. Up past the 40. Look at him go all the way past midfield to the 45-yard line before he's finally tackled. Gosh, this guy is fast.
I should know this, but Nakai looks awful small out there, but boy, he's shifty.
He is small, Matt. He's 5'7".
Barry Sanders wasn't the biggest guy either, but man, he knew how to use his weight. And Nakai is breaking tackles, making big plays, and I don't think that defense from Jacksonville is going to hold up if they keep running that 3-3. It's just Vancouver's found a mismatch, and they're milking it for all it's worth in the run game so far.
3 receivers set on first down and 10 from the Jacksonville 45-yard line. Pepper back to throw, has all kinds of time, decides to check it down to Nakai.
Yeah.
The defense getting a little tired of seeing Nakai run all over the place. J.R. Lawless lowering the shoulder into his chest and knocking him down back at the 46. Loss of 1.
So Sudo's powered by Twinkies, huh? So the rumor mill goes. I'm powered by...
Per Doug Day, yeah.
I'm powered by tequila, so whatever that's worth.
Well, that explains your mood in making fun of everybody tonight. Pepper stepping up into the pocket, throws over the middle, and that one is caught. Brought down by Brett Killian, now has 48 yards on 2 catches. First down and 10 from the 25.
Boy, I don't know what to say. This game's getting out of hand in a hurry. Jacksonville threw their touchdown or field goal away for that pick, and Vancouver is just running down the field on this defense, and they need the dirigibles to step up and get some more pressure on Pepper so he makes a mistake or get a sack.
Well, I still think back to that prior matchup where Tallahassee at the time put up 49 points and only allowed 7, and I imagine that Vancouver's maybe looking to do a little bit of the same in return, perhaps. Craig Hearn with his first catch on the night, second down and 5.
There's not too many negative plays so far for the Legion besides the couple of sacks they had on that one drive, but this Tallahassee D should try to hold them to a field goal if possible.
Pepper to throw, pressure coming. And he completes the pass up to the 17-yard line, falling out of bounds. Brings up a 3rd down and 2. Keith McDaniel Jr. with his first catch on the night, coming over in free agency from New Orleans.
Some fancy footwork by Pepper. Pocket collapsing, stayed calm, and delivered a ball. Makes a 3rd and very, very manageable. And we might be seeing Nakai again. We'll see what this defense... I definitely would run on this defensive set. Not enough in the box for my liking.
3rd down and 2. Pepper to throw. Checks it down to Nakai. Oh, he has to reach back for it. It slows him down, and the King defense is able to wrap him up and bring him down for a loss. 4th down and 3.
That's the advantage of running that at 3-2. You've got so many corners and safeties that if you throw a screen like that, they're going to close in and tackle him. Especially with a ball behind Nakai like that. He doesn't have enough time to accelerate.
35-yard field goal try for Sammy Steele. Kick is up, and it is good. The Vancouver Legion now lead 13-0. The Jacksonville Kings are going to have to step up now. They've only had a couple of possessions. We'll see what they can do on their next one when we come back after a short break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. And welcome back to Vancouver, Canada, where Jacksonville is about to get the ball back and try to get something going on offense. 3 and out on their first possession. A couple of plays and a punt on their, a couple of plays and an interception on their next one. And then immediately after that, another pick. So really hardly any yards here on offense for the Kings, and no points, Matt. They got to get something going.
Yeah, it's been King Seed saved the day on that one. He had the pick on the one drive, and that one deep throw he caught, got it from behind and saved a touchdown.
Christensen to throw, checking it down. Oh, gosh, checking it down to Willis. Nearly picked off. Ashley Rose Finch jumping the route, Matt. If she could have gotten her hands on that, that would have been even more points for the Legion.
Ugh. It just seems like on some plays, Vancouver knows exactly what Jacksonville's running, and they're just making plays on the ball, except for that one corner route. And here we go. This is what I'm used to seeing from Jacksonville, a.k.a. Tallahassee. These kinds of formations.
4 wide receivers set, plus a tight end on the field. Christensen to throw.
There
the corner out to Gossett again. Catches it in midfield to the 40. Kingseed chasing him down again and hits him inside the 20-yard line.
Well, the Seed saved the day again, man. That's why I call him a safety. He saved the touchdown. But again, corner route. You can't play that aggressive on the corner. You got to play the receiver. You can't go for the ball. Otherwise, Gossett's going to be in a foot race with King Seed all game long. And that's exactly the big plays that Jacksonville wants to have on offense. With no running game to speak of, because I'm going to put Jared Willis on the milk carton pretty soon. I haven't seen him carry the ball yet.
Well, as soon as you put a guy on the milk carton, that's when he usually ends up getting involved. So we'll see if it works out again tonight. And Christensen's going to hand that ball off, and there you go, Matt. Right on cue, Jared Willis gets his first carry and rockets up the middle for a gain of 7.
Have you seen this running back, ? Yes, I have, on that play. And look what happened. They ran the ball. They got 7 yards. Good things happen, when you run the ball.
Every once in a while, anyway. You can't put the whole game on the shoulder of Christensen, especially when he's already thrown a couple of picks. You got to get Willis involved. Now, Willis does get involved in the pass game quite a bit. He's got 72 receptions for 274 yards, 3 touchdowns on the season. But let him run. Christensen takes a big hit right to the chest. Rookie first-round pick Lee Adama now with over 15 sacks, 15 and a half on the season, a record for single-season sacks in the Vancouver Legion.
Just a stunt and a rip and a sack. Easy as that.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. All Vancouver so far, 13-0. They have the lead. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. And welcome back to Canada Field in Vancouver, Canada. Week 9 Game of the Week. I'm Mike Staggs, joined in the booth with the Hall of Fame quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, Matt Wilson. Gerald Smith with us on stats. Christian Christensen on the field, throwing towards the end zone, caught and touchdown. Finally getting some points on the board is the Jacksonville Kings.
Yeah, and just a great post route, wide open. Good throw by Christensen. Look at that. Look at the middle of the field. Wide
no
open.
Defenders there. Yeah, Trevor Swain, one of the backup receivers, able to get his hands on the ball, getting the points on the board. And Matt, it looked like it might have been getting out of hand, but just like that first play of the second quarter, we have a one-score ball game.
Yeah, that was big. Big for the Kings. They needed to kind of help their defense out here, and they've done that. Now it's back to you, defense.
Mike Klein Jr., the rookie kicker, on for the extra point try, and it's up and good. 13-7 now the score here in Vancouver. Vancouver's about to get another shot at it on offense. Matt, so far, quarterback Tom Pepper, 11 of 16, 69% completion percentage, almost 100 yards already through the air. But the story of the night so far, Pseudo Nakai, he doesn't honestly even have a lot of rushing attempts. We've got him tallied at 3, but he's gone for 75 yards and a touchdown on 3 carries. It's insane.
I think, like I say, the defense I'm seeing from Jacksonville, you got to run the ball more.
Mr. Big Play is what we're calling him at. 6.7 yards per carry on average coming into the game. That's already way up, 25 yards per carry on average tonight. 12 touchdowns, now 13 on the season, over 1,000 yards. His only knock, he did lose 1 fumble, but hey, when you carry the ball as many times as he has touched it, over 150 times, you can afford to drop one every once in a while. Look at him. Not only is he spinning around people and juking people, Matt, he just carried those defenders 6 yards.
Yeah, this tiny man's got some power. He's low to the ground.
2nd down and 4 from their own 26-yard line.
See, this is
spreading
what
things out here.
This is what Tallahassee wants to see with his defensive running.
Pepper to throw. Corner route. That one's caught. Good yards on the play. Heath McDaniel Jr. 1st down and 10 from the 45.
You got that many DBs on there, and then you let McDaniel have just a sideline route. There's nobody there. You got to zone that area. I don't know why it was so clear.
For those of you who are viewing this for the first time, what are you watching? The Simulation Football League is the first controllerless esport. It allows you, the viewer, to participate in all the action. Look at that offsides penalty. Allows you to participate in all the action on the field without a controller in your hands. Visit simulation.football for the details on how to get started with a team and in the league. And Hunter Norwood jumping off sides there. Matt, we talk about it all the time. The best pass rushers in the league are good for at least one of those a game.
Boy, he was so early, though, they didn't even get to snap the ball. That's very unusual.
Just getting a little jumpy. He wants to get to Pepper and stop this onslaught of points. Pepper back to throw, checks it down to Nakai. Nakai scoots past the first defender and gets past the sticks. 1st down and 10 in Jacksonville territory.
Again, you've got him dead to rights as far as Suter Nakai, and he just flies off him. Just got to, again, bang in your head if you're a Jacksonville defensive coordinator. That's what this defense should be good at stopping.
Pepper hands it off to Nakai. Nakai shot out like a rocket. Back-to-back 1st downs, getting up to the 33-yard line. Wow, Nakai is just very fast and shifty.
And look at the blocking. Look at this. Just follow the blocks. It's that easy. Then make a man miss. Vancouver's paying for the Caudill twins, and they're paying off right now.
It's like Toucan Sam, Matt. Just follow your nose, and he's just got to follow the blocks. Power I formation. Blocker right out in front of Nakai. Nakai takes a handoff, hit in the backfield, and this time he goes down for a loss. Hit and tackled on the play by Sir Chappelle.
Yeah, they finally got Nakai running a little more east-west, and then the swarm came. Not the Atlanta swarm, the swarming Jacksonville defense.
The swarming defense. Yeah. Pepper in the gun on 2nd down and 13. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Pepper has time, throws a short pass over the middle, straight into the hands of Chad Guy. The guy drops it, and they'll get another shot here on 3rd down.
Guy missing a golden opportunity there to give Jacksonville a chance to claim a lead, but they don't want to allow many more yards because Vancouver is almost in field goal range here. Another, I'd say, 8 yards to go.
Split backs in the backfield, 3 wide receiver set. Tom Pepper under center. 7-step drop for Pepper, throwing deep down the center of the field, and that one's caught for a touchdown. Rich Pratchard into the end zone.
Oh my good Lord. You've got 3 receivers, you've got the 2 backs blocking, and then Tom Pepper seems to throw an air ball, and somehow Pratchard gets behind the zone and that's just pitch and catch football. It's easy. I don't know. This Jacksonville defense looking mighty leaky tonight so far.
The 6'2", 210-pound Rich Pratchard with his 3rd touchdown on the season. This is his 2nd season with the Vancouver Legion, 3rd in the league. Started out with the Oklahoma City Renegades, who moved to Arizona this past offseason. Has now over 700 yards on the season, Matt. He's doing quite well. He had 7 catches for 114 yards last week as well. You are watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and for the fans, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back to see what Jacksonville can do with it. Stay with us. (20-7), Vancouver with the lead here at home. Sammy Steele, also known as the Toe, I'm told, kicking the ball off to Hunter Jones. Jones takes it at his own 5-yard line. Turning it up the middle, breaks through 1 tackle. Can't get any farther than that. Does have a kick return for a touchdown. Here is the playoff picture as it stands right now. The top 6 teams, the Atlanta Swarm and the Vancouver Legion, both sitting up here at the top. If Vancouver can pull off a victory tonight, it'll be interesting to see who takes that number 1 spot. There is 7 through 11. You see the dotted line of doom, Matt. If you're below the dotted line, you won't make it in. But look at that, St. Louis Gladiators right below the line. It's nice to see them up there.
I'm more looking at us above the line. That's what I'm happy about.
Hot on the heels of Mexico City is the St. Louis Gladiators. 2nd down and 3 after that short gain.
It's all about number 1.
Christensen in the gun, 4 wide, and a tight end on the field. 3 down linemen for the Legion.
Don't blitz, Vancouver. It's bad news.
Pressure coming. Short pass over the middle.
Oh.
Complete. Flag on the play. Matt, did you see some interference there?
Ticky-tack.
And they are indeed going to call pass interference. This one is called on Doug Day. Interesting. I didn't see Doug Day interfere. I think he was just there. And I don't know. Interesting.
Well, I mean, the Kings have had a few calls go the other way, so I guess, they've had some offsides and such, so maybe they get one this time.
3 wide receivers on the field for the Kings. First down and 10 from the 42. Christensen throws over the middle, complete. Brought in and tackled all the way up at the 38-yard line. Grayson Willis with the catch.
Yeah, they get Willis involved finally. At the top, nice post. Wide open. Middle of the field's pretty wide open tonight for both these teams. I'm kind of surprised. Usually that's can be picked territory, but they're running smart routes and quarterbacks are making good throws and good decisions so far, for the most part.
Kings doing what they can to stay in this one, trying to get down in scoring range here. Split backs in the backfield again. Christensen checks it down to Jared Willis, the brother of Grayson Willis, who gains only 2 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. You can follow the SFL on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and more, all at Simulation FL. Make sure to catch more content like The Kramer Show, game highlights, and more by subscribing to our YouTube channel so you don't miss a moment of the action when we're not on TV. Christensen in the gun on 2nd down and 8. Christensen with time, short pass over the middle, complete, gains 7 on the play, 3rd down and 1 from the 29-yard line, hauled in by Hunter Jones.
That was a tight window for Christensen, but he put it on the money. His receiver got as much as he could. Now, will they use Willis? 3rd and 1, I would think you got to go to your back here.
Yeah, I would agree. He's averaging 7 yards per carry on his one and only carry.
Yeah.
Christensen with the hard count, but he will throw. And it's a nice, short, easy pass over the middle. And there you go, Matt. If you're not going to run it, I guess a short little in route like that to a receiver like Grayson Willis, it's a fairly safe play.
It is, but I would much rather run the ball. You know, we've seen Vancouver get a few sacks. I would not want to take the risk, but this is a throwing team, and they're continuing to do what they've done in the past, just throw the ball out around.
Christensen going deep over the middle. That one's batted and incomplete. And Matt, speaking of social media, we got a nice little shout out from a somewhat famous guy, I would say, Larry the Cable Guy, sending out a tweet trying to get some people involved in the Simulation Football League. If you're starved for football right now, I've got my money on the Las Vegas Fury to beat the Queen City Corsairs on the Simulation Football League on DirecTV 623. Larry the Cable Guy, appreciate the shout out. Huge stuff coming from a guy like you. Glad you enjoyed the show. Christensen, swing route to Jared Willis. And that one's good for a gain of 6, 3rd down and 4. Larry the Cable Guy currently on tour, Matt. He's got his Remain Seated tour. Tickets are still available. You can head to his website, larrythecableguy.com, and tickets available on Ticketmaster. Had the opportunity to see one of his live shows in Niagara Falls once, Matt. My wife and I went out there to see it, and happy that we're able to show him some entertainment now, too, along with everybody else watching. 3rd down and 4. Christensen dropping back to pass. That one's caught and nearly into the end zone, but good enough for a 1st and goal. Ken Gossett catching it and tackled at the 2.
Yeah, Christensen's heating up a little bit here. He was really rocky to start the game, but look at this throw. It's a pretty tight window, and now Jacksonville has the ball at the 2. Will we see the milk carton man here?
Well, you might see him on the field, but is he going to get involved? There he is. There he is, Matt. He's standing at the 10.
Now I would pass in this formation. They're looking for the run.
Christensen under center. Willis directly behind him. Christensen under pressure, throws it to Willis. Willis is going to lose the yard, Matt. Tackled at the 30, at the 3-yard line. 2nd down and goal. 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
It's a tough one. You're so close to the goal line. Everyone's going to be playing more compressed, and screen passes, if they're not completely open, are going to be more difficult to execute.
Christensen to throw towards the end zone, and that one's batted and nearly picked off again. Dangerous throw to Hunter Jones. The tip drill nearly making this drive end. Lincoln Kingseed Sr. getting his hands on it.
Yeah, he's had his fingerprints all over this game. Saves another touchdown. Man, problem with the Jacksonville play calling is they tend to have a lot of deep throws. Now is when you'd like to see a nice quick out route to the top or the bottom of the screen, or a quick slant. Do they have one? We're going to find out.
They do have, Matt. They have a 6'7" tight end named Jack Wall, who's just waiting to get his hands on it. He is at the far left side of that offensive line formation.
Run a screen here to the bottom and would score probably.
Oh, the action pass. Christensen to the top, and that one's caught. He turns his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
How did he do it? Is he Houdini?
I think he might be.
I thought it was picked.
I thought it was picked as well. I thought it was picked, and it was going to be a pick six.
Christensen, they're throwing this up for grabs. And whoa, he just out-muscled him.
Kyler Murray almost getting that pick, and he would have been gone, Matt. But, wow, Gossett. You know, I mean, that's the thing. That's the sort of thing that Ken Gossett can do for you, Matt. 6 seasons in the league, over 900 yards now on the season. That's his 5th touchdown, and his career numbers are just through the roof. That was an amazing catch by Ken Gossett.
That was all Gossett. Christian just threw it up for grabs, and Gossett just went up the ladder and grabbed it. And that's one of the craziest catches I've ever seen in the SFL, especially that close to the end zone.
Extra point is up and good. 20-14 with 3:39 to go in the first half.
Well, Mike, I said it could be a firefight, a shootout, bunches, points and bunches, and we're seeing it right now.
Yes, we are. And, you know, Vancouver's going to get the ball back. And, you know, Matt, we talked about it a little bit in the opening. Vancouver, they can just absolutely put points up in buckets. The scoring power of this offense with the threat from Pseudo Nakai and the abilities of Tom Pepper is just amazing. And they've progressively gotten better each season from the last 4 seasons. Season 11, they were near the bottom. 19 points per game, ranked 19th. But then you can see they've gotten better and better and better. Now, season 14, they're averaging almost 35 points a game. That's number 1 in the league. Back-to-back seasons in the top 10. That's why they're 7-1. Pepper back to throw, fires over the middle and complete. And that's one of the ways they're getting it done, Matt. They're just these pitches and catches. Brett Killian, he's got over 900 yards on the season as well. And amazing the things they're able to do.
Well, Tallahassee sent a blitz and didn't get there in time. You know, your corner's going to have to make Pepper think a little bit, and he didn't have to think at all. He just found his option 1 read and just threw it right in the bucket.
Ticking down to 3 minutes to go in the first half. Nakai takes a handoff, hit right at the line, wrapped up and brought down. A rare event where Nakai's not able to wriggle away or juke out the defender.
And that's the best I've seen this Jacksonville defense do as far as containing Nakai. They ran right up the gut, and the D-line, the dirigible D-line had enough.
Split backs in the backfield. Nakai taking the handoff. This time he's going to get past defenders, and he is gone. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Pseudo Nakai. Vancouver Legion putting up even more points.
I think fire was coming out of his butt on that one. Why he was just took one cut and whoop, see you later.
I missed the fire, but yeah.
Watch it on the replay. Right. There's smoke. I mean, look at this. One juke, and then look at the speed. Just turns on the afterburners. There's nobody in the picture when he scores.
No, there wasn't. Alex Bond was just outside the picture, just desperately trying to catch back up to him. You'll see him right there. Look at Alex Bond just trying to chase him down. He just
can't
do it. He can't do it. The guy is just too fast. My goodness. 26-14 with the extra point coming up.
Oh, my good Lord. I'm out of breath on that run. I think I'm more tired than Nakai was. Get out the oxygen tanks.
Well, your stamina is pretty bad. So, yeah, that's probably accurate. Extra point is up, and it is good. 27-14 with 2.5 to go. So Jacksonville will get the ball back here, and they will also get the ball back to start the second half. So if they're able to score a touchdown here and bleed out most of this 2.5 minutes, Matt, they could potentially score on the first series of the second half, and not only tie it up but take a lead.
That's why you heard me kind of giddy with joy with 2:30 to go. I mean, and all the timeouts, Jacksonville could just run their normal offense because all it is passing, right? So
Right.
even in the hurry up, it's just like, which one would we normally run? I'd love to see them go, 5 wide and just let Christensen try to pick Vancouver's defense apart.
We will see what they can do on this drive. Last time they had the ball, 12 plays, 70 yards, and that 3-yard amazing, the most amazing 3-yard touchdown pass you will ever see.
In SFL history.
Jared Willis is going to take the handoff, totally throwing off everything that we believed, Matt. A 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9.
I guess they're just trying to give Christensen a rest because they know. Well, we'll see. They might run another play before the 2-minute drill. Once the 2-minute hits, it's going to be fast and furious. And look at Vancouver playing up. So, corner route. Oh, never mind.
And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. This one's exciting so far. The final 2 minutes of the first half. After this, you're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. And welcome back. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Jacksonville with the ball. 2-score game right now, looking to get some points on the board, and they'll get the ball back to start the second half. Christensen to throw. Wide open over the middle is Grayson Willis, getting the first down up to the 39.
They don't have to be in a hurry here because of the 3 timeouts, so they don't want to give Vancouver the ball back.
Yeah, that's the last thing they need with this high-powered scoring offense of the Vancouver Legion. If Vancouver gets the ball back, don't be surprised at all to see over 30 points on the board before the half. Christensen checking it down to Willis. Willis had a blocker, but the blocker didn't make the block. Jack Wall, come on, you know better. Tight ends can block too. 2nd down and 7 after that.
Well, they get out of bounds, so I would like to see them in a more aggressive formation. You have 2 tight ends out there, but then Hunter Jones isn't in. To me, that's taking away a weapon.
Minute 26 to go. 2nd down and 7. Split backs in the backfield. Willis takes the handoff, running up the middle.
Oh!
Trucks through the defender and gets past midfield. 1st down and 10 in Vancouver territory.
Not the play I would have called, but man, Jacksonville is making me eat my words.
It
Willis, or Willis fresh as as you can pretty much be at this point in the game, and now Jacksonville's got to hurry up, got to up the tempo.
Play action. Christensen looking deep, throws it short and right into the hands of the defense. Devin King with his hands on the ball, incomplete.
Yeah, not a fan of that one. Again, just put all the weapons out there, let Christensen sling the ball. What do you got to lose? I mean, besides a pick, but you're down by 2 scores. Just go for the touchdowns.
2nd down and 10, offside I formation. 2 wide receivers split out to the left. Christensen back to throw, throwing deep over the middle, jumping and catching it all the way at the 23-yard line is Ken Gossett. 1st down, and they call a timeout.
Gossett is just amazing. He's been in this league for quite a while, but look at this post route. He jumps up for the ball and gets absolutely destroyed, but hangs on to the ball. That's what you want to see out of your number 1 wide receiver.
Kingseed Sr. with the tackle, but yeah, Ken Gossett. We talked about it in the beginning. He doesn't drop passes like that, the corner route. Well, how about that? I mean, a contested jumping catch. Didn't drop that one, making up for that one drop he had earlier. Christensen throwing it into traffic, nearly intercepted. Ooh, dangerous pass. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, there was just a lot of bumping and going on in the middle. That was not the play you wanted to, not where you wanted to go with the ball, at least. And Jacksonville's sets have confused me a little bit. Let's see what they come out with here. This is more like it. Well, a little bit better.
4 down linemen for the Legion. 2 receivers on the field for the Kings. Christensen to throw. Short pass over the middle, complete. Gets 8 yards. Will bring up a 3rd down and 2.
I might call it timeout, get a new set. We'll see.
Gossett getting into position. Christensen takes the snap.
Oh, beautiful.
Gossett at the top.
Gossett
inside
again!
the 10 and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
How does he do it?
He's Houdini. You already said how he does it. What an amazing catch and run.
Now he's Copperfield, too. And David Blaine.
Wow, Blaine, huh?
Yeah. Look at he catches this ball, and look at him just driving into the end zone. Wow. Giving his team a chance.
Yeah, well, step 1 complete. Score before half and don't leave a lot of time left on the clock. Step 2 is going to be stopping Vancouver from scoring, and then step 3, they're going to get the ball back after halftime and see if they can get this one knotted back up. Extra point is up and good. 27-21 now the score in this one. And, Matt, we said earlier, that it seemed like perhaps the game was getting a little out of hand early, but, I think we might have spoken way too soon. This is still anybody's ball game.
Oh, that's why I said it's perhaps. It could be. Not a definite.
Matt, we've already scored 5 times the amount of points as were scored in the Week 8 game of the week. So I do believe that this one is much more game of the week material than we had last week. Look at these 2 quarterbacks. Gunslingers, Matt. These guys just sling the ball all over the place. Coming into Week 9, they had the number 1 amount of touchdowns and 3rd amount of touchdowns. Christensen actually tied for 1st place, which is the only reason Pepper is marked as 3rd. Technically, 19 touchdowns was good for 2nd. So many passing touchdowns, and another great one there that we saw. Nakai.
Oh, no!
Here he goes. Past the 30, breaks 2 tackles, can't break the 3rd. But they're going to hurry up.
Vancouver. What are you doing?
15 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, no.
Now 10 seconds. 8 when the ball was snapped. Nakai takes another handoff. Shot out like a rocket, though. Tackled at the 45-yard line, and Vancouver will take their first time out there.
Man, a little smarter time management there, and they would have had a chance to get into field goal range. Now it's time for everyone's favorite play, besides the kneel down. It's time for the Hail Mary.
The Hail Mary. You've thrown some Hail Marys in your day, Matt.
Most of them have been Fail Marys, but one was good. That's the one everyone remembers, so I'll take it.
That's it. Nobody remembers the ones that are incomplete. They only remember if you can complete it. So 4 receivers lined up to the bottom. Everyone on the line for the Kings. Pepper's got time. He's going to launch this one.
Hold on to your butts.
End zone, and that is picked off, but out of bounds.
Oh, I thought it was caught.
Almost. That one will be incomplete. That will be what takes us to the half. Your score at halftime, the Jacksonville Kings 21, Vancouver Legion 27. Matt, you had predicted a high-scoring game, and so far it has not disappointed.
Well, I'm right every once in a while. Look at that offense.
Lots of offense. Matt, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, looking at that ledger, if you don't have the 2 turnovers, it might be a tie game, or Jacksonville could have the lead, but Vancouver's done a great job being balanced, and Jacksonville has done a good job throwing to Ken Gossett.
Vancouver Legion started things off for us, Matt, with a 6-play, 79-yard drive, resulting in that 21-yard touchdown run. Jacksonville would go 3 and out on their next series, and Vancouver would have to punt on theirs. Jacksonville would throw that interception right there on their second set. Vancouver would have a 5-play, only 10-yard drive after that pick. They did make a field goal, actually back-to-back drives with field goals. Jacksonville trying to get things going and get some more points on the board. Oh, ending this drive here as he got hit as he released. Intercepted in the end zone. Vancouver would take advantage, trying to get a little bit more points on the board. Pseudo Nakai running like a rocket, Matt.
Like I said, fire coming out of his butt. Turn down the nitro.
Jacksonville would not be shut down, though, Matt. Finally able to get some points on the board. Nice deep corner route there to Ken Gossett. Eventually would get into the end zone for a touchdown. Vancouver trying to show them that they can do it too. 8-play, 80-yard drive, 36-yard touchdown pass to Rich Pratchard right there. And then some fun touchdown catches for Ken Gossett on the next drive. Grayson Willis taking that catch over the middle. So, Matt, what sort of adjustments do you think need to be made? Anything, or just everybody just going to keep on scoring as much as possible?
I think the defense, I mean, shutting down Nakai would cut one head off this Vancouver offense, but I don't think Jacksonville's defense is up to the task. So I would say for them, try to get some more sacks, put pressure on Pepper. That's their most likely way of disrupting Vancouver. I don't think they're going to stop Nakai, so they got to get to Pepper, sack the ball. For Vancouver, they just got to watch the corner routes and put 4 guys on Ken Gossett.
Pseudo Nakai with a nice run to end the first half. That Hail Mary almost complete, Matt, but not quite. So that'll bring us to halftime, 27-21. Vancouver with the lead at home, but still anyone's ball game. So now Jacksonville kicked to start the game. They will get the ball to start the second half. Appreciate everybody being here with us tonight. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. And for the fans, I'm Mike Daggs on play-by-play, joined in the booth, as always, by the Hall of Famer Matt Wilson. Gerald Smith with us on stats, giving us all sorts of great information to help make our broadcast better and make it sound like we are actually smart. Appreciate it, Gerald, as always. Kick taken back at the 5-yard line. Returned all the way up to the 27. That is where Christensen will get things going to start out the second half. Christensen, 19 of 30, 3 touchdown passes. He started off with the pick, Matt, but 3 touchdown passes now on the night. 250 yards. So that's what's going to have to be stopped by the Vancouver Legion defense if they want to win this ball game. Offset I formation on the first play of the second half. Christensen to throw. Out route to the top, and that one is well defended and swatted away. Pass is broken up by Kyler Murray. Second down and 10.
He almost got the pick there, and that's what they need to do. They got to stop this high-powered passing attack.
Second and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Jack Wall right there only has 1 catch so far tonight, Matt, for 6 yards. Might want to get the tight end a little bit more involved as well. 3 receivers set here on second down. Christensen, quick pass over the middle, complete. Gaining 8 up to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice slant there from Gossett. Sets him up a third and manageable.
Ken Gossett with 178 yards on 8 on 8 receptions, a pair of touchdowns, and both of them were just absolutely amazing catches.
Oh my God!
I don't know how he got those, got the pass and got into the end zone. Third down pass is broken up, and that'll put an end to their drive. So they're not able to take the lead coming out of the half, but a 6-point ball game is where we are at right now. They're going to have to get it back to Vancouver, and it's up to the defense to keep them in the game now.
Yeah, but that was a very precious drive that just wasted in this high-scoring game where people are scoring pretty much on every possession. So
Howard McCoy on to punt. Mark Lopez takes it back at the 29-yard line. Jukes one defender, spins past another, but all for a gain of about 3 as he gets it up to the 32-yard line. And that is where Tom Pepper and company will take back over on offense. Tom Pepper, 15 of 22 for 175 yards and a touchdown. A very efficient game so far. But did I mention Tom Pepper has 175 yards? Because guess who else has 175 yards? Pseudo Nakai, all by himself. 175 yards on the ground and a pair of touchdowns, trying to show Pepper up a little bit. Pepper to throw on first down. Hits his target over the middle. That one is complete for a nice gain up to the 44-yard line. First down and 10.
Yeah, Vancouver just needs now to just be efficient. They have a chance to make this a 2-score game again. Even if we get a field goal, it's not the end of the world. Just got to keep pace and make Jacksonville keep throwing.
Tyvon Boyd, the receiver on that one. I formation on this first down from the 44. Will they hand it to 44 from the 44? No, they're not going to, but they will throw it to him on the swing route. Nakai able to get 5 yards before he is leveled. Second down and 5. Succo Lamano with the tackle.
It's a great tackle, but you lost the little man about 2 yards forward.
He did, but it's better than Nakai just sprinting down the field into the end zone again. Pepper to throw.
Oh.
Throwing on the run to Nakai, and he's left again. Lamano with another big hit.
It looks like they've got Lamano on Nakai duty, and he's doing a good job so far. Yeah, I don't think Nakai liked the 2 hits he received this play and the last play. So now, again, for Vancouver, a key third down. Let's see how they attack this.
Big opportunity for the Jacksonville Kings defense if they can get the stop here. Pepper, 7-step drop, looking deep down the middle of the field. Has his target into the end zone. He's going to go. No, he's tackled at the 4-yard line. Heath McDaniel Jr. with a big catch and run.
Gotta stop saying bye-bye. I thought he had it. I thought he was gone again. I'm 0 for 2 on the bye-byes, but I saw him go deep, and I saw the zone was a little shallow, and I thought he had it, but not quite. Will that tackle save 4 points?
You're jinxing these receivers, man.
Got to work on their 40s.
Nakai takes the handoff, spinning and into the end zone. Touchdown, Vancouver, and they extend their lead.
That's the advantage that they have over Jacksonville. They can run with Nakai. And again, with the defense that Jacksonville's bringing, trying to stop the pass. Look at this run lane. Off tackle. That's easy. Little spin back. Touchdown.
Rylan Caudill, the tackle, just opening up a big hole for him on that one, leading the way. All little Nakai has to do is follow either of the Caudills into the end zone and followed Rylan on that one.
The law firm of Caudill and Caudill.
Extra point try coming from Sammy Steel-Toe Steel, and it's up and good. 34-21 your score here in the third quarter. 8:14 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Welcome back. 34-21 the score here in the third quarter. Vancouver looking to extend their win total to 8. Jacksonville looking to help their playoff positioning. They have 5-3 right now, looking to go 6-3 after tonight. Matt, hard to believe, but we're already here in week 9. Just a handful of weeks left to go.
Yeah, every game now for playoff positioning and making the playoffs is important. So these two teams, Jacksonville doesn't want to drop down to that cluster. There's a big cluster at 5 and 4 and 4 and 5.
Christensen takes the handoff and fires a deep corner out to Ken Gossett to the 40. And just like we've seen 3 times now, Lincoln Kingseed Sr. puts an end to that.
Thank gosh they didn't get some guy off the street to play safety, or Gossett would have had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he would have. We've seen so many corner routes like that to Ken Gossett over the years that have all gone for touchdowns. Stopped yet again.
That's Kingseed's job. Like I said, last line of defense, and he's done it a couple times tonight. Saved scores.
Vancouver looking to not only extend their win total to 8, Matt, but they're looking to clinch that playoff spot. If they win this game right now, they will clinch a playoff spot. Somehow caught. Is that Gossett? Oh, my goodness. No, it's Hunter Jones. I think the Houdini here, Matt, might be Christensen. How is he getting those passes complete?
Receivers are making great plays and not dropping the ball. Like I said, that early drop by Ken Gossett must have woken up the whole receiving corps, because they've been outstanding ever since.
3 receivers set on first down. Christensen fires towards the end zone, tipped and incomplete. If Gossett had caught that, I would have lost my mind.
Oh, man, I thought it was a pick. But
another dangerous pass, but crisis averted. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Jacksonville cannot afford to turn the ball over here. It might be game over if they do that, and it's early in the 3rd, but the way Nakai's been running the ball, it's rough.
Yeah, they've had a big problem stopping Nakai. Christensen drops back to throw. Short out route is complete to Jack Wall, his 2nd catch. Gets him up to the 17-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
There you see Christensen, very boomer bust kind of numbers. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, where Pepper's been more economical and hasn't committed any mistakes. And, letting Nakai run the ball certainly alleviates those chances.
Empty backfield on 3rd down and 5. High snap to Christensen. Throws over the middle into traffic and incomplete. That'll put an end to the drive. Jacksonville will have to settle for the field goal. Mike Klein Jr., the rookie, coming onto the field for the field goal try. 13 of 13 on the season so far. His long is 52. Going all the way back to week 2. This one much closer. 34 yards out from the left hash.
Should be very makeable unless we get some kind of bad snap shenanigans.
Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is on its way, and it is also good from 34. 34-24 the score now after that field goal.
I mean, if you had told me, Jacksonville's got 24 points and we're not even halfway through. We've barely started the 3rd quarter. Halfway through, I would have been like, that's a good amount of points. They should be doing well, and they're down by 10.
Right. Well, that's what happens when Vancouver's averaging 35 points a game. I mean, they're already at their average. And like you just said, Matt, there's still a quarter and a half to play here, and they're about to get that ball back.
And Nakai is going to get it again.
The goal line. Lopez spins, tackled up at the 24, and yeah, I agree. Pseudo Nakai is definitely going to get his hands on the ball again, Matt. 11 carries, 179 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's almost doubled his yardage and has tripled his touchdowns from last game.
And that's the thing, 11 carries. There's not much wear on him as far as the game goes, so he's got a lot of tread left on those tires.
Yeah, he had 28 carries last week and far less tonight. Nakai spins, breaks the tackle, spins again. Tackled at the 33-yard line. Getting involved in the passing game as well, as you see 9 receptions for 40 yards.
Speaking of Houdini, one defender disappeared off the screen off that spin move.
Nakai just says, tackle this. Spins. Totally misses. 2nd down and 2. Inside 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Pepper hands the ball off to Nakai. Oh, what nice blocking. Great run up to the 41-yard line.
And that's what Jacksonville can't stop with this. They're not putting enough people on the line. I mean, look at this, Mike. 3-2, and you got guards pulling. You've got he doesn't get touched till he's way, way past the 1st down marker. You got to bring more people.
Alex Bond with the tackle. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight, wherever you are watching on DirecTV or on Twitch. You're watching 11 Sports. And for the Fans Simulation Football League, Tom Pepper with the pass. That one is complete to Rich Pratchard all the way up to the 41-yard line. That'll be good for another Vancouver 1st down. If you'd like to join in on a live chat that's taking place right now between owners, players, coaches, and fans, you can head over to twitch.tv/FTFnext for the Fans Next Twitch page. You can join in on that live chat right now. 67 people participating in that chat, including some first-timers that we appreciate having with us as well. Pepper with a little pitch to Nakai. Little shovel pass there.
Why not?
2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3. Taking everything that they can here out of the bag of tricks, Matt.
Well, when you only have, again, 5 guys on the line, you can run that and not fear, getting blown up.
Nakai takes the handoff, and this time he's wrapped up and tackled. Brought down after a short gain. It'll be a 3rd down and 4.
So now if you're Jacksonville, you need Hale and Norwood to step up here and at least get in Pepper's face to make him make an overthrow or a bad decision, because unless they run Nakai, which I'm not against.
Trips formation to the bottom of the screen. Pepper back to pass, going deep down the left sideline, padded and incomplete. Trying to hit Brett Killian on a deep route. That'll bring up a 4th down and 4 from the 35. Matt, what do they do from this distance?
They got to punt.
Sammy Steele, the steel toe doesn't necessarily quite have this sort of range from what we've seen in games past. So Just Johnson on to punt. It's just kind of a painful situation to have to punt from your opponent's 35. But you can try to coffin corner and pin them deep. This one will bounce down at the 6. And no backspin. That one's going to rocket its way into the end zone. So the Jacksonville Kings will take over on their own 20-yard line to try to get back in this one. After this, you're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the Fans. And welcome back to Canada Field here in Vancouver, Canada. Jacksonville Kings with possession of the ball at their own 20-yard line, down by 10. Just under 4 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Offset I formation to get this drive started. Christensen to throw, hit as he throws the ball, and that one is incomplete. Pressure provided by Lee Adama, taken 6th overall in this past off-season's draft.
Yeah, and he's done pretty well tonight. He has a sack, and that's a pressure. Stops the Jacksonville offense for now.
Second down and 10. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. Christensen to throw. That one is complete on the out route. Getting out of bounds is Grayson Willis. 3rd down and 5.
Rare out route. I don't think I've seen too many of those from Jacksonville tonight. They could have used that on that goal line situation, but Alas.
Mark Lopez on the screen there trying to shut down this offensive attack of the Jacksonville Kings. Christensen, short drop and jumping one-handed catch is Hunter Jones, keeping the drive alive. First down, Jacksonville.
And that's why I'd understand with the 2 tight ends, you're keeping a guy like Jones on the pine. You got to involve him in the offense. You got to have as many weapons, especially receivers for Christensen, as you can.
All anyone needs is one good tight end, man. And they've got one in Jack Wall. They just need to get him a little bit more involved. Ken Gossett stiff-arming the defender so he can get up past the first down marker, just absolutely driving Dean Maddox into the turf.
I don't know. It feels like kind of a Gossett versus Nakai matchup by air or by ground. I don't know, but Gossett just says, sit down. We need this first down. He's also got some steam coming out of him.
Yes, he does. I think you might be right about that, Matt. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jacksonville on the move. 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back. Matt's favorite offensive set. That one's batted and incomplete. Ashley Rose Finch in on the coverage, second down.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked open to me, and Finch kind of came off my peripheral and made a great diving play to prevent that first down.
Several new people now in that chat. If you want to join in, twitch.tv/FTF next. Second down and 10, trips to the top. Christensen, short drop, and that one's thrown straight over the middle and incomplete. Brian Craven in on the defensive pass coverage, swatted down, third down and 10.
Yeah, lately Vancouver's done a good job of clogging up the middle. You know what I say, you're Jacksonville. Go to the outside. It's what you're kind of known for.
You're looking for a deep corner out to Ken Gossett here.
Well, now is the time. If you're going to run it, you need 10 yards. Dial up the big play.
One-on-one up at the top, it looks like. Unless they put him into double coverage. And it looks like they do. Double coverage up there, but they do throw his way. Ken Gossett stretching and gets the first down. I don't know about that. We'll see if there's a challenge on that one. That was close.
Oh, boy.
And we do indeed see that challenge flag come out. I know that Andy Hamilton. He's already yelling in the chat that he's short, bad spot, and you can see him throwing the flag right there on the field.
No matter how much you yell in chat, Andy, it doesn't make you throw the flag any harder.
I think he was short. We'll see what the ref says after reviewing.
It looks like it to me.
Yeah, I would agree.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
And the call on the field is indeed overturned. Andy Hamilton will win that challenge, and it will be a fourth down now. Fourth down in inches, I would say.
I'd run it. I'd go for it. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm nuts. Don't waste a timeout. Just go for it.
Well, they're on the field. Only 3 down linemen for Vancouver.
I love the formation.
They check it down to Willis, and Willis is able to get the first down and keep the drive alive up at the 41-yard line.
Great call by Frank Gooden and his staff there. It wasn't a run, but they caught Vancouver off balance and got the first down and, keeping their hopes alive here. They know 10 points isn't a lot, but with this Vancouver offense, it seems like twice as much.
Ken Gossett having a stellar night for his team, over 200 yards and a pair of touchdowns, amazing touchdowns at that. First down and 10 from the Vancouver 41-yard line. Christensen to throw, short drop, pressure coming, throws it over the middle, and that one is incomplete. You can visit sector6apparel.com for all league and team apparel, including hoodies, t-shirts, team jerseys, and more. Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. Second down and 10 for the Kings. Christensen under center, making a change to the play at the line. Christensen, quick out route to the bottom. That one is caught for a gain of 6. Grayson Willis with the catch. Now with over 50 yards on the night. 3rd down and 4.
I got an interesting kind of double situation in your mind. You're at the 34, so you're not quite in field goal range. I'm not sure.
No,
but,
you're in field goal range for Klein. He could make it, but you don't want to settle for it if you don't have to.
But you don't want to take a sack either, so you got to be smart with the ball.
Christensen to throw, and that one's going to be a 1st down, just what the Matt ordered on that one.
Along with a Big Mac and some fries.
Well, you're not getting the Big Mac and fries, Matt. Not now. I can't have you chewing into the microphone. It would annoy everyone. It's true. I'm sorry. I've silenced Matt.
This might be the longest drive of the game as far as time of possession. Jacksonville's doing a good job so far. I don't know if they want to milk the clock, but they're at least keeping their hopes alive.
It is picked. The tip drill's picked off yet again. Right after Matt says they're keeping their hopes alive, Dean Maddox says, I don't think so. I'm going to pick this one off.
Oh, you hate to see it. The tip drill. One of the linebackers, 59, tipped it, and then it was picked.
That's Devin King, the linebacker that tipped it.
That's 2 red zone picks.
Tips it back up in the air again. He almost got himself a pick. And Dean Maddox does indeed get the pick. And now Vancouver Legion has the ball. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports. And for the fans, stay with us. Pseudo Nakai quickly approaching 200 yards on the night on only 14 carries. Just 9 yards away from it. Takes the handoff here and is only able to get a couple. 2nd down and 8. For those of you who are new to the Simulation Football League and would like to get involved, you can get your spot in the SFL Minor League, SFLM, today to hashtag claim your spot and begin your SFL career. Subscriptions are going fast. The inaugural season kicks off in just about a month. That pass to Sudi is good for nothing. 3rd down and 8. First Pro subscribers get first priority on choosing their position in SFLM, so don't delay your career another second. We can't wait for you to hashtag make an impact. But you know what, Matt? There's also nothing wrong with just being a fan of the Simulation Football League and just enjoying watching the games. You can head over to our website, simulationfl.net, where you can see our weekly schedule each week as it gets updated to find out when your games will be on TV. Tom Pepper with the pass over the middle. That one is caught for a 1st down up to the 42-yard line.
Good job by Pepper. Hale was bearing down on him, but yeah, he stood in there and made the great throw. I mean, look, there comes the dirigible. Didn't quite. Oh, man, you'd love to see him just slap his arm down a little bit, but it wasn't quite there in time. And good pocket presence by Pepper. It keeps the drive alive, and Vancouver will probably run one more play, and that'll be in the 4th quarter.
Split backs in the backfield with Pepper in the gun. Pepper stepping up, hit as he releases the ball, and that will be how we end the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books, 1 left to play. Your score, 34 for Vancouver, 24 for the Kings. The exciting conclusion to this one coming up with 1 quarter left. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and for the fans. And welcome back to Canada Field for the Week 9 Game of the Week. I'm Mike Daggs on play-by-play, joined in the booth by Matt Wilson. Gerald Smith with us on stats. (34-24) the score after three quarters. Pseudo Nakai looking to add more points on for the Legion. And look at him go there. 20-yard, 30-yard run all the way up to the 27-yard line. Another huge play for Pseudo Nakai. 226 yards. Matt, he's basically doubled the average that we were boasting about at the beginning.
That off tackle has been money. There's too many small men out there for Jacksonville. They can't block them all, and then it doesn't help that Nakai breaks a tackle or two and gets more yards. So if I'm Vancouver, that's something I look to run, every 4 or 5 plays, 6 or 7, because it just seems so open, so vulnerable.
Nakai takes the handoff, but a flag on the play, gets about 4. We'll see what the call was there. And it looks like it will be an offensive holding call.
Beep, beep, beep.
Matt making the backup noises. They call holding on the center, Ron Swanson.
Well, I don't pay him the big bucks, so,
I'm not sure that they pay Ron Swanson at all, to be honest with you.
He does have great microwave meals.
I don't think it's that Ron Swanson per se, but well, who knows? First down and 25, wide receiver set. Tom Pepper in the gun, high snap. Pepper going deep down the field. That one's caught. Brett Killian into the end zone. Touchdown, Vancouver. And Killian is flexing.
I don't know what to say.
Points. You called for points, and you're getting points, Matt.
They ran a line stunt, no pressure on Pepper. He hasn't got much pressure all day, and I mean, the receivers just getting behind the defense, and you got Nakai running through the defense. This defense is just Swiss cheese.
Yet another extra point try coming from Sammy Steele to extend the lead 41-24 here early in the fourth quarter. Kick is up and good, 41-24. Now the score. A special shout out to Mr. Adam Koss. Adam Koss tweeting out that he's happy to say that he found some live sports to watch at Simulation FL on 11 Sports headquarters. It's not hockey or March Madness. What he says, Matt, it'll do for now. Well, Adam Koss, I think not only will it do for now, but it'll do long term. I think once you get a little bit of a taste of what the Simulation Football League is all about, you'll come to love it like we do. It's a lot of fun, and we're happy with this, this awful time for the country and for the world with all of this stuff going on with the coronavirus, COVID-19, and social distancing, everything that's taking place with that. A lot of people are out of work right now. A lot of bars, restaurants are closing down. It's a very difficult time. Professional sports, usually the outlet for a lot of people to be able to relax and enjoy themselves, and a lot of those got shut down too. And we're happy to have a unique product here in the Simulation Football League that we are able to still go and provide these live sporting events for you, albeit it's certainly a different type than what you might be used to. It's certainly still a lot of fun, and you can get involved yourself if you'd like to become a player on one of these teams, maybe eventually be an owner. You could even get involved in broadcasting like Matt and I are doing tonight. It's a whole lot of fun. There's a lot of things you could do.
Oh!
Got it with that catch, spinning up past midfield. First down and 10 for the Jacksonville Kings. They're not out of this yet, Matt. They got to get some points in a hurry, but they're not done.
Yeah, Ken Goss is practicing social distancing for the Vancouver defense right there. See you later.
Mentioned it earlier, but Larry the Cable Guy even caught a little Simulation Football League action. I hope he's watching again tonight because we have quite a exciting game to watch. Christensen in the gun, firing deep down the left side, picked off again, and that has been the story of the night. Mark Lopez with an interception, and Vancouver is going to take the ball back.
Oof. They finally caught onto the corner route. I mean, it was underthrown. Gossett was open. Christensen just didn't put enough air under the ball. And that could be the death rattle for the Jacksonville Kings. Their defense needs to do something they haven't done all night long and stop Stuart Nakai, because I'm sure he's going to get at least 2 carries on this drive.
Yeah, well, unless he just takes this one to the house, then he'll just get the 1 carry.
Oh.
Pepper hands it off to Nakai. Nakai runs it up the middle for a gain of 6.
Yeah, and what's wrong with, I mean, you hate to see a guy like Jared Willis and just wish you'd use him just a little bit more.
Alex Bond, Matt, he's the leader of this secondary. 81 tackles on the season, tied for 5th most in the league. He's been running all over the place trying to chase down Nakai. We saw him on one play desperately running behind Nakai trying to get him. He's just been having a heck of a night with this high-powered offense.
Okay, well, they stopped Nakai twice, so now you've got a 3rd and medium. Now you got to stop Pepper, and he's been very good at bare minimum throwing the ball away at the last second before he gets sacked. So, but he's gotten a lot of first downs on his arm, and he's going to have to do it one more time here.
Deep pass over the middle. That one is a nice jumping catch. Keith McDaniel Jr. getting involved more in this game than I think he has in most of the season, Matt. He came into tonight's game with only 13 receptions on the entire season so far, all the way into week 9. And, McDaniel with now 5 catches on the night tonight.
Look how easy it is for Pepper. He takes his normal drop, doesn't have to wait a second, just fires it right to his receiver. The pass rush doesn't have a chance to get there. And now back to Nakai.
Not quite yet, Matt. Another pass down the middle to Heath McDaniel Jr. again. A jumping one-handed catch this time. He's just trying to put on a show for the hometown crowd.
That's just rude.
Well, is it though, Matt? Do you remember the previous matchup that we talked about earlier? 49-7 in favor of Jacksonville.
Andy knows how to forgive. I'm sure he doesn't want to put up too many more points at this point.
Not true. Not true at all. Tom Pepper back to pass. Short pass over the middle, complete. Craig Hearn on the reception. Gets about 9.9. It'll be a 2nd down and inches.
Look at Pepper on the comeback. Before him and Christensen were pretty far off in yards, and now they're getting closer and closer together. And the big deal is Pepper has no marks on his resume as far as turnovers.
3 for Christensen. Pepper kind of sidearms that one, and Nakai catches it, and he probably regrets that one as Sir Chappelle whacks him in the air. 3rd down and 2.
The guy might have saved his quarterback, though. I'm not sure if that was backwards or not, but, quarterbacks do throw backwards passes from time to time.
You sure do, Matt. Nice backward pass to Ray Bentley, and nobody knew what was going on except for, the defender that picked it up and ran it into the end zone. Whoops. Offset I formation on 3rd down and 2. Pepper to throw. They don't want to use Nakai anymore. 1st down catch up to the 11-yard line. Phil Koss with the reception.
I think there's a linebacker in zone, and he just forgot where the receiver was. Yikes. Andy Hamilton begging for a run. He ain't getting out of this play.
Nope.
Sorry, Andy. Yell louder.
Not unless Tom Pepper takes off. Pepper back to throw, looking to add more points, throwing to the end zone, and that one's caught for a touchdown. Rich Pritchard with another one.
Oof. It's getting ugly out there now.
Yeah, Vancouver's now starting to pile on the points. I'm telling you, Matt, they're trying to hit 49. Not going to be able to do it, but they might
go for
pass
2.
it. Yeah, go for 2 here to hit the ceremonial 49 points. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know what's going to happen. I do know that it's rough out there for Jacksonville. They just can't. They got to score like in one play to try to, they got to get the momentum back because it's been completely stalled after the third quarter. It's all been Vancouver this fourth quarter.
Extra point is up and through 48-24. Your score right now. We'll see if Jacksonville can do anything with it after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and for the fans, stay with us. Five minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the ball game. Vancouver with a 24-point lead over the Jacksonville Kings. Steele kicks it off. Hunter Jones standing back at the 6. Jones returning that one up to the 27-yard line. And that is where Christensen will take back over on offense.
Call me crazy, Mike, but does Jacksonville only have 3 points in this half?
You're crazy. But I think you might be correct, yes.
Because I'm looking and I go, they just stopped scoring.
Yeah, Jacksonville has they scored the field goal on their second possession of the second half, but they have not scored since. So it was really back and forth there for a while, and all Vancouver so far in the second half, save for that 3 points.
They need to go to their deep stuff. They can't mess around. They can't worry about the picks.
Matt, look at these receivers. The top 5 receivers in the league coming into week 9, Stephen Hacker and Stephen Bush at number 1 and 2. But there's Grayson Willis from the Jacksonville Kings and Brett Killian down there at number 5 for the Vancouver Legion. Ken Gossett is actually the number 6 receiver in the league, and he might be increasing that total with all these catches he's had tonight, including that one there, third down and inches coming up. So you got 3 of the top 6 receivers in the league in this game. That's part of why there's been almost 800 yards of offense, most of it through the air. There's another catch by Jack Wall that'll keep the drive moving. First down and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
Good grab by Wall, at least to keep the drive alive. These aren't the plays I'm looking for.
Willis stiff arming and trucking his way up to the 48-yard line. Second down and 2. Steps out of bounds and stops the clock.
Where they needed that in the third quarter when they were within 10 or so, because those plays like that, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever on a swing, really gives your offense a little bit of easy completions, easy yards, lets you set up bigger things down the road. But Jacksonville went kind of all or nothing, and they got pretty much nothing in this half.
Christensen to throw a short out route to Walt, and they're going to give him the first down. I thought that one might be close too, but Andy Hamilton will allow this one apparently, as he does not throw the flag. Christensen with the quick snap. Grayson Willis with the catch up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
All well and good, but these plays aren't going to win you the game. Oh.
A little duck over the middle. A Matt Wilson special, incomplete, third down and 5.
Well, Christensen got hammered on the play. It severely affected the throw.
Yeah, those are the same excuses you make in your games too, Matt. For those that don't know, Matt Wilson, the Hall of Fame quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, can catch an Aztecs game again next weekend. We have a full slate of games on the horizon. 10 games played each week, most of which are right here on 11 Sports and for the fans. Christensen with a pass over the middle, plucking it out of the sky is Hunter Jones. Had to reach up for that one.
Hope 94 is okay. He's kind of looks like he died. But now he's get back.
Doug Day. Doug Day, the linebacker, a little slow to get up. He looked a little paralyzed for a second. Oh, deep corner route, incomplete. Trying to hit Grayson Willis, but well defended.
Doug Day might have been calling for Mayday on that one, but luckily he wasn't too hurt.
Second down and 10. To keep up with how your player and team are doing this season, or to find out more about us, you can visit simulationfl.net. We'll have standings, leaderboards, sortable team stats, and more. The Rookie Big Board is there as well, tracking the next superstars in the Simulation Football League. Simulationfl.net. Christensen out route to the top, complete to Grayson Willis and out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
And Willis really needed to cut up field there and get about 5 or 6 more yards. He was maybe trying to save clock, but I think you just got to take your yards, try to get closer to the end zone, especially now you got third down. So you have 2 more downs in this scenario, but they gotta throw the end zone.
And throw they will. 4 wide receivers and a tight end. Christensen in the gun. Throws over the middle, complete. First down at the 9-yard line. First down and goal. Caught by Grayson Willis. Christensen to throw again. A short pass over the middle. Complete to Hunter Jones.
Well, the good news is they get back to the line fast. The bad news is they're moving very slowly.
Excuse me, that was Trevor Swain. Fires towards the end zone, and that one's dropped. Pass is broken up and incomplete. Third down and goal from the 7.
Well, they're going to throw. Maybe now you bring the tight ends back in. You only need 7 yards. Maybe one of the big guys can pick it up for you. Try to bunch Vancouver up.
6'7" tight end. It's their tallest weapon on offense. Wouldn't hurt to throw it to him, but I believe he's on the bench, so forget I said anything. Crowd on their feet. Pass over the middle, complete. Spinning Hunter Jones, reaching towards the end zone. Can't get there. Tackled at the 2-yard line.
Looks like some PI there in the end zone, but managed to get to the 2-yard line, and I don't know why Vancouver or Jacksonville is not running a no huddle here, but here we go.
Same formation. Christensen takes the snap, checks it down to Jared Willis. Nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And Willis flicks the ball towards the crowd. I don't think it's quite time to celebrate yet, Jared.
I think the crowd's going to throw it back.
But he got some more points on the board.
Those Canadian fans are a little rowdy.
They can be rowdy. They can be rowdy.
They can drink, and they're pretty rowdy. I've been to a few Leafs games. They're pretty brutal.
So, Vancouver Legion owner and coach Andy Hamilton in the twitch.tv/FTF Next chat says, seems like we need to score again. Andy, not next. Extra point is up and through. 48-31 the score.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for, Andy. If you throw a pick 6, that would be a disaster.
I think we should expect a heavy dose of pseudo Nakai. But first, Matt, an onside kick attempt. Mike Klein Jr. has the ball teed up.
We saw one recovered last week. It's possible.
Kick is away and easily caught and recovered by Heath McDaniel Jr. Been getting involved in this game more than ever in multiple ways now. And Andy Hamilton letting us know that the fans are rowdy because they want to see a home playoff game. And, they're well on their way to doing just that. Barring disaster, they should advance to 8-1, secure a playoff spot at minimum. But with this high-powered offense, I would not be at all surprised to see them continue. And look at Pseudo Nakai as he spins his way up for a 9.9-yard gain there. And, wow, look at these passing totals, Matt. We knew we were going to see it, but the picks, like you called in the beginning, the picks have told the story.
Yeah, I know. I always say it. I harp on turnovers a lot, but with teams that throw the ball a lot, especially Jacksonville, if you're going to get 4 picks, I don't think it's going to bode well for you.
Down by 17 with 2 minutes to go. We'll see how this one finishes up. After this, you're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. And welcome back for the exciting conclusion in this one. 2nd down and inches. Vancouver with possession of the ball.
They're just asking for an off tackle. Oh, yeah, here it comes.
And there he goes. Nakai takes the handoff and runs for a gain of about 9.
Look how nice of a guy Nakai is. He could have cut that outside for a touchdown. He goes, nah. I'm just going to cut it back in, get the first down, make them waste a timeout. I don't want to see their offense on the field anymore.
Pseudo Nakai quickly approaching 240 yards. Doesn't even have 20 rushing attempts, Matt, and he's got 240 yards. Just shy of it.
This is the guy to watch right now in the SFL as far as running backs. He's just doing everything really, really well, and this O-line's blocking so well for him as well.
Pepper to throw. That one is dumped down. Short gain on that play. Drew Hamilton now. Excuse me, that's Myron Jackson with the reception. 2nd down and 1. 2nd down and 9.
When Andy's little brother joined the team. Maybe big brother, even if he's little. I don't know. Andy's kind of short.
Andy is a small fella. Nothing wrong with that. He's just small. I formation on 2nd down and 9 from the Jacksonville 22. That pass to Myron Jackson again from Mark Salt, the backup quarterback.
Hey, the Salt. Where's the wound?
The Salt is in. Jacksonville burns their final timeout.
The only wound is the Jacksonville defense. Hey, the back's learning. Why not throw the ball, says Andy Allen. I guess, why not? Sure.
Three wide, a tight end, and a running back. Mark Salt in the gun. Salt looking, steps up, and Salt goes down. Tyquan Hale making Salt pay the price for that one. Salt's like, oh, why am I here?
Yeah, he's just like... Andy's got some feelings he needs to get ironed out, so Salt's going to eat some. Or pound some, should I say.
Yeah, well... Yeah, Tyquan Hale just pounded the salt on that one.
So now we see Sammy Steele toe, how good the toe is. It's not a huge kick, but...
Now 43 yards from the left hash.
If he misses, he's downgraded to bronze.
And he does indeed make it, so he gets to keep the label of the steel toe. Now over 50 points. So, Matt, we mentioned the previous matchup, previous time these teams met, and I know I keep bringing it up, but it was an absolute shellacking. The Jacksonville Kings, Tallahassee Pride at the time, put up 49 points, holding Vancouver to only 7. They've only met one time previous to that, and that was in Season 10. Jacksonville put up 48 points in that ball game, and Vancouver only 21, so that one was quite a pounding as well. So this is the 3rd time these teams have met, and I guarantee you that those scores were in the back of Andy Hamilton's mind, thinking, gosh, they put up almost 50 points against us. We are going to win this game. And congratulations to Vancouver, able to put up over 50 on the Jacksonville Kings. And Matt, you mentioned it as well. If a team scores 31 points, if you told somebody, hey, Jacksonville scored 31 points last night, they're going to think, oh, they must have won. But wow, an impressive showing from Vancouver for sure. Christensen in the gun on 1st down. Throws over the middle, and that one is caught on the slant route. Caught by Grayson Willis, and they'll hurry back to the line.
Yeah, and I mean, backups are in, so it's tough to get excited. They gotta. Now's the time to go deep corner. The backups are in. They move as slow as I do. Throw your deep corner route, score a touchdown, try to get an onside kick, and see what happens. Don't dump it underneath, or try not to dump it underneath because it doesn't do you any good. Who cares if you throw another pick?
And for those that don't know, you are indeed very slow. I've seen you run. It's not pretty. Second down and 10. Christensen throwing the deep corner route. That one's caught by Ken Gossett, adding on to his yardage total. And no, once again, Matt jinxes him by saying bye-bye. He's tackled at the 6. Matt, this is all your fault.
Hashtag blame the Bronze Bomber.
Stop saying they're gone, man. Christensen spikes the ball with 21 seconds to go. Second down and goal from the 6.
I'm sorry, when the backups were in, I just thought he would have had enough speed to beat him down the field, but man.
That was actually still King Seed on the tackle net, so they still did have. Yeah.
Well, everyone else is out, but leave the King Seed in.
King Seed says, I'm on Gossett all night. You can't take me out.
That's a bold strategy from Andy Hamilton right there.
Christensen throws towards the end zone, batted and incomplete. Third down and goal coming up.
Someone else is asking why is King seated? Because Andy says it's so.
Mince in Mind in the chat, twitch.tv/FTF next says, why was King Seed in? Because he had to tackle Gossett.
Yeah, that's his job. He's done it all night long.
That's why. He says, I'm never going to let Gossett score on that route. Not on my watch. Crowd on their feet here in Canada Field. Christensen, out route to the top, complete. Touchdown. Some points for Pride at this point. Grayson Willis with the catch and touchdown.
Pardon the old pun.
Points for the old Pride, now the King.
The old Pride, yeah.
One of the highest scoring games of the season, I believe. With this extra point, be approaching 90 points.
So what's that? 5 touchdowns for Christensen and 4 picks. He's trying to beat his 2020 touchdown per pick average.
Yeah. Well, he's came into the night with 20 touchdowns. Now he's got 25. So.
But the bad news is, he has 24 picks.
Added on a whole bunch of picks, and that was the difference. That was the difference the last time these teams met. It was Tom Pepper that had all the picks. Tonight, completely clean. He'll end the night 33 of 42, almost 400 yards. 79% of his passes were complete and 4 touchdowns. Onside kick attempt once again does not work because guess who, Matt? Heath McDaniel Jr. He's catching everything that comes his way.
Oh, I thought it was King Seed again.
No, Heath McDaniel Jr. It's just kind of funny because you look at Heath McDaniel Jr.'s stats coming into tonight. 13 receptions, 191 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You might think that that's like just a really great game, right? But no, that was his season so far. Tonight, Heath McDaniel Jr., 5 receptions, 104 yards, no touchdowns, but a fantastic night for the receiver. And by recovering that onside kick, Matt, not only will he seal the victory for the Vancouver Legion, but the Vancouver Legion, the first team here in season 14 to secure a playoff spot. Final score 51-38. Vancouver winning at home and securing that ever so coveted playoff spot. Matt, your final thoughts in this one?
I mean, look at the yards. The turnovers, though, 4-zip. I mean, and I hate to hark on it again, but I mean, that King Seed saved 2 scores by himself by tackling.
Oh, more than that. He did it 4 times.
So if Jacksonville converts one of those scores instead of a pick, it's a different game. But bottom line, the picks, not allowing Jacksonville to hit those home run balls. They hit them, but they weren't touchdowns. And Jacksonville just shooting themselves in the foot a couple times by throwing picks in the red zone. And then this Vancouver offense, just a model of efficiency. What can I say?
Vancouver will improve to 8-1 on the season. Jacksonville falls to 5-4. Next up for Vancouver, they hit the road next week to Houston to face the Hyenas. For Jacksonville, they'll return home next week and play host to the London Knights. Coming up next, Matt, you are minutes away, just minutes away from seeing the Florida Storm head to Tulsa, Oklahoma to take on the Tulsa Desperados. Andy Hamilton and Stephen Mullinex on the call. That'll be right here on 11 Sports and For the Fans, starting just a matter of a couple of minutes after we wrap this one up, which will be in about a minute here ourselves. Simulation football action will return next week, starting off Saturday, March 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern Time to get our next slate of games going. We'll have 4 games on Sunday, March 22nd, starting at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and then every 2 hours after that. Pair of games Monday night, and a trio of games on Tuesday night. So looking forward to each of those as we see the final highlights in this one. Your final score, Vancouver 51, Jacksonville 38. Fantastic ball game, a very high scoring game, and the first time that the Vancouver Legion have been able to best this Jacksonville Kings franchise. Took 3 matchups to do it, but Matt, third time was the charm. Your boy King Seed right there. He should probably be the player of the game with all those touchdown saving tackles.
Nakai or Pepper?
Pseudo Nakai. 19 rushing attempts, 239 yards, 3 touchdowns. Matt, he was only 5 yards shy of breaking his own record that he set just a few weeks ago. Congratulations to Pseudo Nakai. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. For Matt Wilson, Gerald Smith, our commissioner and producer Cameron Irvine, and everyone here at the Simulation Football League, I am Mike Dagg saying thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the next game.